Okay, have you ever typed like a crazy person? I want you to picture the Kermit the Frog meme, where he's like, "La, la, la," and he's typing like a crazy frog, crazy person. Have you ever typed like a crazy person to create this blog, right? And you just know that it's going to go viral because you poured your heart and soul into it. You just provided so much valuable information. You do all the things you know how to do. You make pretty pictures. You make the font pretty. You do all of the things that you know how to do. You publish the blog, and then crickets. Nobody but your mama and your 3 best friends on Facebook read the blog. And then you're like, well, what's wrong with it? And you can barely find your own content on Google. Well, if that's you, hi, I used to be you. But I have figured out a way to boost blog traffic and get found on Google with H1 text and H2 text. It's worked for me, it's worked for clients, and I'm going to walk you through these steps in this episode. So get ready to take notes, listen in. I'm going to shoot you straight, as always. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. Okay, I want you to travel back in time with me to 6 years ago-ish, when I started my first blog. So little baby blogger Faith. I just wanted to help people. I still want to help people, but my strategy behind helping people as little baby blogger Faith was lacking. So little baby blogger Faith, I used to sit usually with a baby asleep on my lap, and I would write these blogs that really were well written. Like, I'm a natural writer. It's not, I have a minor in English. Like, writing is not hard for me. It's really fun for me. But I would write these blogs just around, these catchy things or these topics that I knew would help people. And I would write about hunting and hiking and health and natural remedies and loving Jesus. And I think I even did some like how to exercise with kids in the house. Ha 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 ha. Joke's on me. Anyway, and I would just write these pieces of content with the sole purpose of helping people, right? I wanted to help people. I never blogged to like journal my life. That was not my intention. Like, I can write in my own journal for a lot less work. And I know some people do blog in like a journaling capacity, but that was never me. But I would write these blogs and I designed them the best that I knew how. I would go and I would get the royalty-free photos from Unsplash and I would put them on there, and I would do these graphic overlays with quotes and spend hours. Now, part of it is, side note, you just get better the more you do stuff right, so things take less time. And then also I didn't have like good processes in place, and I just didn't know what I know now for like the time perspective. So that's a side note. But I would spend hours and hours and hours, like literally 4 to 5 hours on each blog, only to have my mom and maybe like my cousin and 4 Facebook friends read them, which is cool because like those people were still blessed by it. But it wasn't getting found on Google. I don't think Google even knew I existed. And, it was really only helping 5 people. And granted, 5 people are still 5 people. But one, those blogs were never going to grow a business for me or help help my business grow, I should say. And they certainly were not getting the reach that my blogs are getting now. And so really today I want to walk you through how to strategically use your H1 text and your H2 text on your blogs to get more traffic and get found on Google, okay? Because really there are three main keys for getting your blogs found on Google, but I feel like I've beat the first one to death, which is to write content around what people are searching and choose the right keywords for your place where you're at in business. So I'm not going to go there right now because I just feel like I've covered that for a minute. And today I really want to focus on teaching you how to be just super savvy about your H1 and H2 text. So if your eyes glazed over when you heard that H1 and H2 text, go grab the SEO cheat sheet. It's linked in my description. It's for free. And really it's a living document that I'm updating as, I get better definitions for things, or I just get better with the words explaining things. So get that freebie stat because it's super helpful for just understanding SEO and normal people language. But so your H1 text. Now, a lot of people in SEO call your H1 text on a blog your title tags. They're the same thing, and I'm just not even going to go into that right now. We're just going to call it your H1 text because when we're talking about like your homepage and your about page and your H1 text on that page, the H1 text on your blog, on each individual blog, serves the same purpose. So we're just going to keep it simple and just call it the H1 text. Now, what is H1 text? Okay, well, generally it's the biggest text on the page. It's the title text, okay? And why does it matter? It matters because Google gives the most weight, like the most importance to the H1 text because in theory, the title of the page, right, or the title of the blog should be telling people what that thing is about, right? So it is the most important text on any page. Your H1 text is the most important text on your homepage, your about page, and each individual blog. Now, does that mean that you should put everything in H1 text? No. Ask me how I know. Because when I found out that H1 text was like the bestest, I was like, oh, let's make everything H1 text. When Skeet one, you can't because Google will just pick one. If your blogging platform allows you to make everything H1, Google will just be like, these jokers don't know what they're doing, and they'll just pick one block of H1 text. So don't. You can't make everything H1 text. Just know that. I know because I've done that and it doesn't work. And to quote Brooke Ligertwood or Brooke Fraser, she was talking about, I know this is not, you're going to be like, what, Faith? How does this relate to SEO? Brooke Fraser, I was listening to her and she was preaching about structuring a worship set. And if you didn't know, I have the opportunity to get to help lead worship at my church. So I like to learn about that too. Anyway, she was talking about structuring a worship set. And she said, if everything is poignant, then nothing is poignant, except she's Australian. So it's like, if everything's poignant, then nothing is poignant. You like my accents? But the point is, with your H1 text, not everything on the page can be the most important. Google has to rank things in order of, some more important and some less important on your page because, we don't want the disclaimers at the bottom of our page to get more weight than our title. So that's why we need to use your H1 text strategically. So your H1 text is the title of the blog. That's the title, okay? And your H1 text needs to include your focus key phrase for that blog. Your title, quote, your H1 text on the blog, same thing, has to include your focus key phrase for that blog. You can't just include your focus key phrase in the text on the main content of the blog and hope that it ranks. Ain't gonna happen. It has to be in the title / the H1 text on that blog. And I go into this in more detail in the course, the Online Marketing Framework, and I walk you through outlining a blog and which text needs to go where and where your focus key phrase needs to be. And I show you this exact process. So just know that is all in the course, the Organic Marketing Framework. And if you're not on the wait list, get your little tushy on the wait list, because waitlisters get $50 off. And if you're still on the fence, you're like, I don't know, then sign up for the Get More Leads Bootcamp, because in that bootcamp, I'm going to actually be teaching you things, not just selling to you, and teaching you the 3 pillars necessary for great organic marketing. And the people in that call, I'm going to pick some people from the audience and do some actual keyword research. It's just an hour long, January 5th, live at 12 o'clock noon Central Time. So back to H1 text. Do not waste your H1 text like little baby blogger Faith did with fluff. And when I say fluff, I mean get to the rat killing, tell the people what the blog is going to be about, okay? We want your title to not just serve SEOs. We want your H1 text. Remember, we're talking H1 text and titles can be used interchangeably for blogs. We want your H1 text to serve the people, not just SEO. So your H1 text needs to tell the people what this piece of content is about. Be clear. Don't waste this with fluff. Don't waste that space with a ton of emotional words. Your H1 text needs to be super, super, super clear so that people know and search engines know what this piece of content is about, so you can get the right people to your blog. Because even if you create this like super catchy clickbaity title, which BT dubs, I don't recommend clickbaity anything. Even if you create this super clickbaity title and a ton of people click it, but then they click off of your website and never come back again because you just wasted 3 minutes of their life, it's not going to help you in the long run. You need to be creating content and using your H1 text strategically so that your people know what they're going to be getting in this individual blog. Okay, now your H2 text. Your H2 text is the second most important text on that page, or like the website page or a blog. Now you get more than one block of H2 text. So this is where like killer keyword and SEO strategy can really come into play. Now, think of your H2 text like your subheadings. And the big mistake that I made when I was first starting out blogging is I used the H2 text solely to break things up visually, because I was like, I want this to be easy to read and pretty to look at, and I didn't use it to help my SEO. Now, obviously, blogging is a different bear than your college English class. Like, you can use pictures and slang and bullet points and numbers and praise the Lord, because we want blogs to be easy for people to read, right? People skim blogs. They don't read them. Let's just be honest here. So you still need to use your text, and you need to use pictures, and you need to break things up with numbers and bullet points and all that to make it easy to read and easy on the eyeballs. But when it comes to using your H2 text the best way for SEO, think of it as the air quotes, headlines to your supporting points. So your H2 text needs to have your focus keyword phrase in it as well, because Google is scanning this article, this blog, and they're like, are they really talking about what they're saying they're talking about, or are they just like trying to get ranked? Like they're trying to get the right content in front of the right searchers, right? Like that's the whole goal of search engines. But if you don't use that quote focus key phrase that you found in your keyword research, if you don't use that focus keyword phrase in more than just the title, Google is going to poo-poo you off and be like, you're not actually talking about that thing, because you need to actually talk about that thing that you say you're talking about in the title. So you need to use your H2 text in typically 60 to 75% of your H2 text, or you need to use your focus key phrase in 60 to 70% of your H2 text. Now, it depends on your blog, right? It depends on how many chunks of H2 text you need. Again, I walk you through all of this in depth. I show you exactly how to do it in the organic marketing framework course. Now, I have heard people say that they paid literally 3 times what this course cost to learn blogging, and they didn't understand it. They didn't understand blogging at all. And the way that I'm teaching blogging, y'all, I break it down super simple and make it very easy to do. The way that I'm going to teach y'all to blog, literally should take you no more than 2 hours. Now, maybe it takes you more than that, like when you're first starting out, because you have to learn, the process and where to click and all that kind of stuff. But I can create a blog from my podcast in an hour and a half. And using the tips and tricks that I figured out and the H1 text and the H2 text and the other things that I will teach you in the course, these are blogs that are keyword rich, SEO friendly, and that get found on Google because of the systems and the framework that I teach you. Now, if you are wondering what this course is going to cost, y'all, to start off with, it's only $497. And I'm offering payment plans, like ridiculously well priced for the value that's in this course, because I'm going to walk you through setting up. There's like a bonus module on setting up your website on Showit, because all of the website stuff, the tutorials, I should say, are on Showit, because that's what I use. That's what I love. And y'all, ain't nobody got time to figure out all of the website platforms out there because there's a bajillion. So if you're not on Showit, I walk you through how to get set up on Showit. And if you're just like, Faith, I am not moving to Showit, that's fine. There's just going to be a few things that you need to find your platform specific tutorials on. Anyway, I walk you through your figuring out the exact right keywords and SEO strategy for your business. I walk you through figuring out your page titles, the meta descriptions, the H1 text for each of your main pages. I walk you through figuring out a content strategy that's awesome and like perfect for your business, how to create content, how to plan content, how to write the actual content, and then blogging. There's an entire module, an entire fatty module on blogging. And then I walk you through Pinterest, stress-free social media, and workflows and systems to make it sustainable for your business with different tiers for different sizes of businesses. Like if you have a team of 57 people, like obviously you're capable of producing more content than little baby solopreneur who only has herself for 10 hours a week. Okay. So I give you those different tiers in there, and then I walk you through Google Analytics and how to use that and a spreadsheet for tracking your growth. It will truly set you up to have a sustainable organic marketing framework that works for you even while you're resting. You're going to understand SEO and keywords and how to use them for your business so that you can get more leads from your website without having to spend a crap ton of money on ads, or any money on ads. But some people still like ads, right? Like it's fine, whatever floats your boat. So if you're not on the wait list, get on the wait list. Waitlisters save $50 off of that already amazing price of $497. And then if you're still a little bit on the fence, get in the lead generation bootcamp, y'all. I'm going to teach you, actually teach you some things, and then do keyword research with a few people that are there live. So I'm so excited to bring you this course because it's truly going to set you up for success and put the tools in your hand. Because I really believe in the whole teach a man to fish philosophy rather than just me coming in and doing it all for you. Because ultimately you are the one who needs to be the visionary for your business. And you need to know where your business is headed and at least have an idea of how to get there, right? You may be able to hire out the bits and pieces. You may have a team to put things into action for you. But you, as the visionary of your business, I really think that you need to understand the theory and the strategy behind how to use organic marketing for your business. So I pray that this is helpful for you today. The course goes live January 5th. So if you're not on the wait list, get on the wait list and the boot camp and all the things, because it's truly going to help bless your business and help you get more leads, get more clients, get more website traffic, and just set you up for SEO success. So y'all be blessed and have a great, great rest of your day. And oh my gosh, Happy New Year! We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts? That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. and all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting, can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.